we're going to start sitting on our heels. And if you're actually just sit on your heels. So knees together, if you can bring them together. And just allow your hands to rest on your thighs. Close your eyes. And just take a moment to settle into this first posture. And sometimes this posture can bring forth a lot of sensation. So just notice where you feel the sensations in your body. Notice any resistance that you have to said sensations. And sometimes these sensations can be in the form of tight muscles, tension. And other times, we can actually be gripping. So unknowingly clenching our toes or clenching our glute muscles. And sometimes when we feel resistance, we clench our jaw, our tongue, our throat. So just noticing those areas that you feel unnecessary gripping. And as you exhale, see if you can let go of it. Today's class, I'm going to look for some mobility, some freedom throughout the body. Sometimes that comes in the shape of we have to find those areas that are resistant and holding back. Wherever you are in your breath, exhale the breath out. And then inhale deeply, filling up your belly, the sides of your rib cage, allowing the breath to come all the way to the top of the chest. Then open your mouth and exhale out. Sorry for the dogs. Seems to be the perfect time that they do this. Inhale again in. Open mouth, exhale. One more time, taking it all in. As you open your mouth, having the sense of letting it all go. And allow the hands to fall off the lap and dangle towards the floor. Draw the chin towards your throat. So tuck the chin towards the throat and roll as if you were rolling up over a small ball. Lengthen the back of your neck. So keep drawing the chin up towards the throat as you take your forehead towards your belly. Gaze down towards your heart. And take both of your hands, interlace your fingers, and take the interlace of your fingers to the back of your head, and just allow gravity. So instead of pulling on the head, just allow the heaviness of the hands to create a sense of length on the back of your neck. Go ahead and release the hands back down beside your hips. Lift the head back to center. Allow the right ear to fall towards the right shoulder. Take your right hand, place it right above, fingers right above your ear. And again, instead of pulling, just allow the heaviness of the hand to create some space and freedom on the side of your neck. Reach the left hand out to the side. Reach the heel of the hand towards the floor. Pull the fingertips towards your forearm. Notice where you're resistant. Notice how, where you can let go. Keep the right ear falling towards the right shoulder. Release the hand to the floor, right hand to the floor. Reach the left arm up and over. Gaze under your left arm. Push the right hand down. Breathe into the left side body. See where you can create more space. Bring the right fingertips to the floor. Lift the hips off the feet. Take the feet a little further to the left. Bring the right hip down to the floor. Left arm reaches up and then twists to the right. Back of the left hand comes to the outside of the right knee. Inhale, reach to the crown of the head. As you exhale, gaze over your right shoulder. Reach your heart towards your right shoulder. Where can you breathe freely? Where do you feel resistance in the breath, and can you guide the breath into those areas? Release back to center. Bring the hands out in front. Shift heels back underneath the hips. Drop the left ear towards the left shoulder. Left hand to the top of the right ear. Allow gravity. Feel the stretch in the side of the neck, and then reach right heel of the hand out to the side and towards the floor as you reach your fingertips towards your forearm. So as much as you feel the neck, the side of the neck lengthen towards the ear, push the heel of the hand away in the opposite direction. Keep the left ear falling towards the left shoulder. Release the left hand to the floor. Press down through the left hand as you reach the right arm up towards the right ear. Gaze under your right arm. Push down through your left fingertips and away to feel the right side of your rib cage open more. Nice deep breaths. Lift up onto your left fingertips. Lift the hips off the heels. Take the feet to the right. Drop the left hip to the ground. And then twist to the left. Bring the left hand behind the hip right, back of the right hand to the outside of the left knee. Inhale, reach to the crown of the head. As you exhale, reach head, heart towards left shoulder, gaze over the left shoulder. Notice where the breath moves freely. Guide the breath into those spaces that are resistant. Release back to center. Bring the hands out in front of the knees and come up into hands and knees. First fingers parallel. Spread all other fingers out from the first finger. Shoulders above the wrists, knees below the hips. Start to move through cat and cow, just normal cat and cow, arching the back into a back bend as you inhale and rounding the spine as you exhale. And take a few breaths just noticing the spine. And not just the mid-spine, but do you feel that the neck part of your spine is moving as well? And can you create a little bit more movement by gazing up as you inhale and gazing into your heart as you exhale? And also noticing the low back. Can you create a little bit more by lifting the tailbone as you inhale? And reaching the tailbone between your knees as you exhale. And come up to neutral. Separate the knees slightly, reach the hips back towards the heels, push the hands forward, gaze between the hands, so not quite all the way into child's pose. And then inhale, lift up to tabletop. Exhale, push hands forward as you reach hips back, gaze between your thumbs. So a little hip hinging, keep going. A couple more times. Push back, push the hands forward. Inhale, come up. Turn the fingers out to the outer edges of your mat. Turn the eyes of your elbow creases towards the front of your mat. Just start to shift side to side. So moving a little bit into the shoulder blades. And then turn the fingers towards the knees. Inhale, cat pose. Exhale, cow pose, cat pose. And then sit the hips back towards the heels, only as far as you can go to stretch the elbow or the wrist. And shift forward, turn the fingers towards the front edge of your mat. This time set all the way back into child's pose. And come up onto the fingertips, gaze between your hands, walk your hands off to the right, reach your belly out over the right thigh, push the left hand forward to reach the left hip back, and then release forehead to the floor, breathe into the left side body. And lift up onto the fingertips, gaze between your hands, reach through center, and then walk the hands all the way out to the left. Stay up on fingertips, push a little bit more through the right hand, left hand, as you reach the left hip back, and then release forehead to the floor. And lift up on the fingertips, gaze between the hands, walk back to center. Inhale, shift forward, tabletop. Tuck the toes under, press your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Inhale, shift forward, plank. Exhale, press hands down and forward to shift hips back, down dog. Inhale, shift forward, plank. Exhale, press hands down and forward, shift back, down dog. Separate the feet wider than hip distance apart. Lift up onto your toes. Turn both heels towards the right and drop the heels to the ground. So left heel is in front of right toes. Press stronger through the left hand. Feel the stretch of the left side body. Inhale, come up to toes. Keep the feet wider than hip distance apart. Turn the heels to the left. Drop both heels to the ground, right heel in front of left toes. Press stronger through the right hand. Reach the right hip back. Breathe. Inhale, come up onto your toes. Exhale, lower heels to the ground. Firm the front of your thighs. Press them back. Lift and spread your sit bones. Press hands down. Twist them out. Inhale, lift up onto your toes. Gaze between your thumbs. And tippy toe to the front of your mat, keeping your hips as high as you can, as long as you can. Come to a forward fold at the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to shins, press hips back, reach chest, head forward. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach arms up and over your head, come all the way up. Clasp your fingers together or link your fingers together. Side bend to the right. Inhale, up. Exhale, side bend to the left. Inhale, up. Exhale, bend the knees, fold forward, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, straighten the knees, hands to shins. Lift hips up and back, reach head, chest forward. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach up, stretch up, arms over your head. Link the thumbs the opposite way. Exhale, side bend to the right. Inhale, up. Exhale, side bend to the left. Inhale, up. Exhale, bend the knees, hinge from the hips, fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, hands to the shins, straighten the legs, reach head, chest forward, hips reach towards the back of your mat. Exhale, fold forward. Step back to plank pose. Inhale here. And drop your knees to the floor. Point the toes back, reach the elbows towards the hips, reach the head, chest forward and up as you lower hips to the floor, belly to the floor, chest to the floor. Press feet down, hips down, come up onto fingertips. Inhale, lift up, cobra. Exhale, down. Inhale, lift up, cobra. Lift head, chest. Exhale, down. Bring palms to the ground. Come up to hands and knees. Tuck the toes under, press your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Inhale deeply. Exhale out through the mouth. Inhale, reach right leg up and back, three-legged dog. Keep the left leg straight, bend the right knee, kick the right heel towards the left hip, reach the right knee towards the sky. Square shoulders towards the ground. Inhale, straighten the right leg, square the hips. Exhale, bend knee to nose, round through the spine. Step right foot up between your hands. Drop the left knee to the ground. Point the toes back. Stay on your fingertips. As you inhale, sink a little deeper, lift your head and chest and claw your fingers back. As you exhale, press your fingers down, round through your spine as you shift the hips back slightly. Inhale, bend the knee deeper, claw the fingers back, lift head and chest. Exhale, push fingers down, round through the spine, taking your head to your knee. One more time, bend a little deeper into the front hip crease, claw the fingers back, lift head, chest. Exhale, press fingers down, round the spine, head to knee. Keep your knee above your ankle joint, come up onto your knee with both hands. And then bring your left hand behind your head. Sink a little deeper into your front hip crease. Press your head back as you look up. Inhale. As you exhale, take your left elbow to touch your right knee. Inhale, lift elbow up, reach up, gaze up and back. Exhale, twist towards your right knee. Inhale, open. So try to keep your hips stable as you independently twist your spine. Inhale, open. Release both hands to the ground. Tuck your left toe under. Reach your right leg up and back, three-legged dog. Open your side body, gaze under your right arm. Straighten the leg and drop the right foot to the ground. Press the front of the thighs back, lift and spread your sit bones. Keep the right leg strong. Inhale, lift the left leg up and back, three-legged dog. Bend the left knee, kick the left heel to the right hip. Firm the front of the right thigh, press it back. Inhale, square the hips, straighten the left leg. Exhale, round knee to nose. Step your left foot up between your hands. Take your right knee to the floor, point the toes back. Sink a little deeper. Push the fingers back as you lift your head and chest. Push the fingers down, round through your spine, head to knee. Inhale, claw the fingers back, lift your head and chest, sink deeper into the front hip crease. Push fingers down, exhale, round knee to head to knee. Inhale, one more time, claw the fingers back, lift head and chest. Push fingers down, shift the hips back, head to knee. Stay here, take your left hand to your knee, right hand to your knee. Stabilize the hips, right hand behind your head. Keep pushing your left hand down into your knee and then push the head into your right hand. Inhale, open, look up. As you exhale, twist. Take right elbow to left knee. Inhale, reach elbow up and back, gaze up and back. Exhale, twist. So try to keep the hips stable. And see if you can independently twist your spine without moving your hips. Twist down. Inhale, open. Bring both hands to the floor on either side of the left foot. Tuck the right toe under. Lift up and back, three-legged dog. Kick left heel to right hip. Gaze under your left arm. Inhale, straighten the right leg. Drop the left foot to the ground. Inhale, round through your spine to come forward to plank. Either knees to the floor or shift forward and lower down, chaturanga. Lower the hips to the floor, point the toes back. Inhale, come up, cobra. Exhale, down. Inhale, lift head, chest, come up, cobra. Tuck the toes under. Press your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Press the hands down. Isometrically twist the hands apart. Feel the shoulders grow strong. Firm the front of the thighs, press them back, lift and spread your sit bones. Shift the weight into your left foot. Lift your right leg up and back, three-legged dog. Bend the right knee, kick the left heel towards the hip, open your side body. Inhale, shift forward to plank. Bring your right knee to your right elbow. Open your hip as you come back. Three-legged dog, kick your right heel to hip. Exhale, round forward to plank. Touch right knee to right elbow. Inhale, round up and back. One more time, right knee comes out to the side, touches right elbow. Exhale, draw knee to nose. Step a right foot up between your hands. Lower your left knee to the ground. Point the toes back.
Come up onto your right knee. Allow your left hand to come beside your hip. Sink a little deeper. Push the right knee down and forward as you sink into your right hip crease. Left hand comes up. Shift the hips back. Take the arm behind you. Shift the hips forward. Inhale. Reach the left arm up. Allow the twist of the spine as you open to the left. Inhale. Twist open to the left. Exhale. One more time. Open the spine to the left. Twist forward. Bring both arms up. Exhale, hands to the floor. Step back, downward facing up. Shift the weight onto your right foot. Inhale, reach the left leg up and back, three-legged dog. Open your side body, kicking your left heel towards your right hip. So staying kind of in this open three-legged dog. As you exhale, take the left knee out to the side and touch your left elbow. Inhale, take it up and back, open your three-legged dog. Exhale, take knee to left elbow. Open the hip to take it back. Open three-legged dog. One more time, knee to elbow. This time, push back, knee to nose. Step your left foot up between your hands. Right knee to the ground. Point the toes back. Left hand comes to your knee. Right arm reaches up. Push down through your left hand and push it forward to sink deeper. Drop the right hand beside your hip. As you inhale, shift the hips back. Bring the arm beside your ear. As you exhale, open your body to the right to bring the arm behind you. Do this a few more times. So we're getting mobility in the shoulder and the spine as we stabilize the hips and neutral facing forward. One more time. Sink deeper as you exhale. Bring both arms over your head. Exhale, hands on either side of your front foot. Step back to down dog. Inhale, round through your spine to shift forward to plank pose. Exhale, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, press up, cobra. Exhale, down. Inhale, press up, cobra. Tuck the toes under. Press your hips up and back. Downward facing dog. And slow down the breath. We're moving through movements that create mobility on all of the joints, but also some stability. Inhale, come up onto your toes, gaze forward. Exhale, bend your knees, step or hop, front of the mat, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, reach up, stretch up, arms go over your head, gaze up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Shift your weight onto your right foot. And lift your left knee up. Take your hands to your hips, pull your hips down, more or less for stability. And then bring the left knee out to the side. Bring it forward, take it out. So see if you can isolate the movement in the hip joint as you take the knee out and in. So keep pulling down on the hips. Next time you take the leg out, keep it out. Grab your left ankle with your left hand, bring your left foot to your inner right thigh, hands to your heart. See if you can maintain that stability of feeling like the hips are grounding down as you reach arms over your head. So everything from the hips rooting down, everything from the hips up, reaching up and lengthening. Press your left foot firmly into your right thigh roots back. Bring hands to heart center. Lift your left foot off your right thigh. Take the knee forward. Bring the knee a little closer to the chest. Slight bend of your right knee. Hinge forward as you reach left leg back. So Virabhadrasana 3. See if you can find the stability. Bend the right knee, drop the left foot to the back of your mat, and open up to Virabhadrasana 2. Bend the right knee towards the pinky edge of your foot. Bring your hands to your hips. Pull the hips down. Inhale, straighten your right leg. Exhale, bend. So again, finding the mobility in the knee and the flexion in your front hip as you keep the hips stable. Bend the right knee. Reach the arms out to the side. Gaze over your right fingertips. Left hand to the left thigh. Right arm to the ear. Reverse your warrior. So lower body stays stable. Exhale, side angle pose. Reach right hand inside of right thigh. Inhale, rotate back up. Reverse your warrior. Exhale, side angle pose. So explore again, stability in the lower body, mobility in the spine, and the rib cage. Next time you come down, bring both hands on either side of your right foot and step to the front of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, grab the opposite elbow. And just notice what you feel, right side to left side. Release your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach up, stretch up, arms over your head, gaze up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Shift your weight onto your left foot, hands on your hips, right knee comes forward. Pull down on the hips, open the right knee out to the side. Shift it forward. And just notice if you can find the independent moving in the joint without the pelvis moving. The next time the knee comes out, pause. Take your right hand, grab your right ankle, bring your right foot to your inner left thigh. Hands to your heart. Ground down through everything, hips below. Reach up with everything, hips above. See if you can find more length in your side body. And gaze is still. And feeling all those individual movements in stillness. Lift your right foot off your inner left thigh. Bring the knee forward. Slight bend of your left knee. Hinge from your hips. Reach your right leg up and back. Virabhadrasana 3, warrior 3. Again, find stillness, but noticing all those micro movements in your body that stabilize and balance. Bend the left knee, right foot to the back of the mat. Virabhadrasana 2. Then bring your hands to your hips. Pull the hips down, so stabilize the hips and straighten the left knee and then bend. So notice that independent movement of your left knee, feeling the hinging of your hip to sink down, but feeling the pelvis remain stable and strong. Next time you come down, stay. Reach both arms out to the side, gaze over your left hand. Firm the lower body. Inhale, right hand reaches towards right thigh, left arm towards ear, reverse your warrior. As you exhale, side angle pose, left hand reaches towards left foot, right arm to right ear. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Again, exploring movement. Noticing what part stays stable and what parts move freely. One more time, reverse your warrior. This time as you exhale, both hands frame left foot, step back, plank pose. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, press back, down dog. Press hands down, firm thighs, lift hips. Tone your lower belly. Drawing the bottom of your rib cage towards your hips and your hip points towards your ribs. Inhale, come up onto your toes, gaze between your thumbs. Exhale, bend your knees. Step or hop front to the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach up, sit back, Utkatasana, chair pose. Reach the hips towards the back of the mat, reach the knees forward. Exhale, sweep your hands back, round your spine. Inhale, reach your head, chest, lengthen your spine. So finding that cat-cow and chair pose. See if you can feel the movement of your spine as your legs and hips stay strong. Inhale, reach the arms up, straighten the legs. Exhale, hands to heart center. Big toes touch. Outer edges of your feet parallel. Inhale, reach up, sit back, Utkatasana. Shift the weight onto your right foot. Bend the left knee towards your chest. And cross left foot over right. Left knee over right. Right arm under left. Fingertips to the palm of your left hand. And then as you exhale, round through your spine. Bringing your elbows to your knees, so Garudasana, eagle pose. Find stillness. Inhale, lift, head, chest up. Keep your right knee bent, uncross your left leg. Keep your hands in Garudasana, arms. Shift forward, Virabhadrasana 3. Exhale, shift up. Bring left knee to chest. Exhale, Virabhadrasana 3. Inhale, knee to chest. One more time. Shift back. Virabhadrasana 3. Arms are still an eagle. Step left foot to the back of the mat. Sink deeper into the front knee. Arch back, gaze up towards your right fingertips. And then open, Virabhadrasana 2. Turn your right palm up. Bring your right arm beside your ear. And then drop your hand between your shoulder blades. Take your left hand, grab your right elbow. Pull the elbow towards your ear. Arch back. Reverse your warrior. Come up. Reach your left hand behind, perhaps grabbing your right hand. So, cow face arms. And inhale, reverse your warrior again. As you exhale, side bend. Keep your hands, press your head into your forearm. Inhale, gaze up, reverse your warrior. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, side angle. Shift forward. Option. Ardha Chandrasana. Really taking left foot as high as you can. Continuing to balance with your hands clasped in cow face. Release back. Release your arms. Cartwheel the hands down. Step left foot to right foot. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach up, sit back. Utkatasana. Shift the weight onto your left foot. Bring your right knee to your chest. Cross right leg over left. Left arm under right, fingertips to the palm of the hand. As you exhale, think of cat pose or cow pose, cat pose, as you take your elbows to your knees. Breathe. And lift up. Keep your left knee bent, bring your right knee to your chest. As you exhale, straighten both legs, reaching your right leg back behind you, Virabhadrasana 3. Exhale, come upright, right knee to chest. Exhale, hinge, reach right leg back. Exhale, knee to chest. Inhale, hinge, reach right leg back. Virabhadrasana 3. Pause. Bend your left knee, right foot to the back of the mat. Inhale, sink deeper. Reach right hand up and back. Gaze up. Exhale, release. Virabhadrasana 2. Sink a little deeper. Turn your left palm up. Reach your left arm beside your left ear. Drop the hand between your shoulder blades. Gaze or grab your right with your right hand to your left elbow. Sink deeper. Arch back. Breathe into your left side body. Come up. Right hand behind your back. If you can grab your hands, awesome. Not just reach towards. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, side angle. Shift your weight to your left foot. Lift your right leg up and out to the side. So think half moon. Keeping your hands in a bind. Bend your knee. Right foot to the back of the mat. Release your hands to the floor. Plank pose. Chaturanga. Up dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog. Slow, deep breath. Walk your hands a little bit more narrow than shoulder width apart. Step your feet a little wider than hip distance apart. Inhale, come up onto your toes. Exhale, bend your knees and hop to Malasana.
Bring your elbows inside your knees, hands to your heart. Press knees into elbows, elbows into knees. Slow down your breath. Hi, Rush Dog. We've worked a lot on mobilizing the upper body as we stabilize the lower body. So allowing our hips, our legs to be our foundation in order to find freedom, mobility in the upper body. So now we're going to mobilize the lower body. I'm going to grab some water. Come down onto your hips and come into butterfly pose. So soles of the feet together. Take your hands, clasp under the outer edges of your feet. Press the ball mounts of your big toe and your inner heel together. Lift up on the outer edges of your feet as you press your knees down towards the floor. Reach to the crown of the head. Release the feet. Take the heels so they're slightly wider than your sit bones, knees bent, and just leave the heels on the ground. Bring your hands behind your hips and shift your knees to the right, and then shift through center and shift your knees to the left. So just kind of windshield wipering your knees side to side. So oftentimes we think of mobilizing our hips in external rotation and we leave out the internal rotation. So as you go to touch the inner knee to the floor, really try to touch the floor. The next time you come to the right, stay there. Left knee is in line with left hip, ankle with knee, and right knee and ankle in alignment too. Bring the hands on either side, right hand outside of the knee, left hand outside of the foot. Press down, lift up. As you exhale, fold forward, reaching your belly out over your inner right thigh. And you can either lower down to elbows to the floor or stack the hands and let your forehead rest on the floor. Just take a few breaths here. Noticing, again, where you're feeling tension and gripping. And see if you can create a sense of release. And come back up to your hands. Shift forward slightly, so you're still leaning towards your inner right thigh, and gaze towards your left knee. Keep the knee on the floor and lift the left ankle off the floor. Lower it down and lift. So doing this several times, just noticing what kind of yummy feeling you can feel in your hip. And sometimes mobility, freedom actually has to come from doing things that are hard. You have to work to gain freedom. Next time you lift, hold the foot up, bring your hands to your heart. Shift the weight to your right hip, lift the left knee off the ground. Straighten the leg out in front of you and lower the left hip to the ground. Bring your right foot inside your inner left thigh.
Reach your arms up and over your head. Rotate your torso towards your left foot. And as you exhale, hinge forward from your hip crease. Fold, bring your hands to your shin, your ankle, or your foot. Inhale, lift up slightly. Reach your heart towards your toes. Pull your toes towards your shin. And then as you exhale, fold forward. Look up towards your right foot. Bring your hands on either side of your right knee. Lift up. Shift up even further. Lift your right leg off the ground again. Bend your knee. Come back to the figure 4 position. Bring your right hand behind your right hip. As you inhale, lift your hips, reach your right hand, left hand up and back, gaze towards your left thumb. Exhale, lower your hips. And then windshield wiper, knees to the left. 90-degree bend in both knees, knees in line with your hips. Bring your hand, left hand to the outside of your left knee, right hand to the foot. Inhale, lift your head and chest, so again, lengthen the front side of your body. As you exhale, walk your belly out over your left inner thigh, either stacking your hands or bringing your forehead to the floor. Slow, deep breaths. Bring your hands back to the floor, press up. Keep your chest rotated towards your left knee. Look towards your right knee, lift your right heel off the ground. Touch it down. And do a few movements here. And you might notice a difference between your left side to your right side. It's much easier for me to use my right hip than it is my left hip in this internal rotation. Next time you lift your foot, keep it lifted. Bring your hands to your heart. Shift to your right hip. Lift your left knee off, or right knee off the ground. Straighten the right leg out in front of you. Lower the right hip. Bring your left foot inside your right inner thigh. Inhale, arms over your head. Hinge from your hips, reach your belly out over your right thigh, grabbing shin, ankle, or foot. Inhale, lift up halfway. Reach your heart towards your toes, grow long in your spine. And as you exhale, fold. Keep rotating your left rib cage towards your inner right thigh. So creating a slight twist here. Release your hands off of your foot. Bring your hands on either side of the knee, press up. Shift back, lift your left leg up and out in front of you. Shift your weight onto your right hip. Bring the knee back out, so that 90-90. Left hand behind the left hip. Come up onto your shins, lift your head, chest, reach the right hand behind you, gaze towards your right thumb. Lower the hips. Twist back through
Windshield wipers. Bring the soles of your feet together. Lift the outer edges of your feet as you press your knees down and then fold forward. Use your elbows to press the knees down as you drop your head towards your feet. And slowly come up. Use the hands to bring the knees together. Shift back. Lift the shins parallel to the floor. Lift the chest. Reach the arms either up or forward. And then straighten your legs. Navasana, boat pose. Half boat pose. Hug the knees in. Hug the knees to the chest as you roll down onto your spine. Straighten your right leg to the ground. Take your right hand to the outside of your left knee. Twist to the right. Allow your head and your heart to fall towards your left hand. Bring both knees towards your chest. Straighten your left leg to the ground, left hand to the outside of the right knee. Draw your right knee to the left. Twist head, chest to the right. Hug both knees towards your chest. And take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, let everything go, extending legs long to the floor, arms down beside your body, palms facing up. Allow yourself to let go completely. Noticing where the breath moves freely. Bringing it into those spaces that you feel restriction. Knowing that your body moves all together. Rise and follow the breath. Start to deepen your breath. Start to touch your thumbs to each finger one at a time. Feeling that individual movement, knowing that the body has to work as one unit all together to create any kind of movement. And on your next inhalation, reach your arms over your head, reach through heels or toes. And bend your knees, roll onto your side body, and take a few moments here just to observe. We explored the individual movement of each joint working independently to create mobility, to create freedom. We took some strength, some stability, some holding on. But the bottom line is, in order to move, we need to work together. The body has to work as one. Go ahead and use your hands and your arms to press yourself up to a seated position. Bring your hands to heart center. As you inhale, lift your heart towards your hands. As you exhale, bow into the space of your heart, acknowledging that which lies within, the true self. And thank you so much. The divine in me honors the divine in you. Namaste.